Good morning. I'm Mrs. Bailey, and today we are going to be reading about Memorial Day. Do you know what Memorial Day is? You may have heard something about it, but if not, we're going to find out in this book. So we're just going to jump right in. Now notice, all sentences start with a capital letter, and they end with some type of punctuation. We have a lot of question marks in this one. There's a period or a full stop right there. So just notice that when you're reading, and I want you to follow along with me, okay? Following along will help you become a better reader. So let's jump right in. What do you think of when you hear the words Memorial Day? No school, parades, cookouts, summer? While all these terms may apply, let's not forget what Memorial Day truly stands for. Do you know? And right here we have everyone thinking. We've got no school, parades, cookouts, summer. Memorial Day is a special day in the United States that celebrates the memory of all those military personnel who have died while serving our country. Men and women who served in the Army, Marine Corps, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and most recently, Space Force. These brave people put their lives on the line for our freedom, yours and mine. So it says Memorial Day is a special day in the United States that celebrates the memory of all those military personnel who have died while serving for our country. Not just the United States has a Memorial Day. Other countries have some type of Memorial Day too, but they are not called Memorial Day. Certain European countries have Remembrance Day. Australia has Anzac Day. There are a lot of different names for Memorial Day. So I don't want you to think that only the United States remembers the people who have passed away serving their countries. Memorial Day is celebrated every year on the last Monday in May. It was originally called Decoration Day because family members of fallen soldiers decorated their graves with flags, flowers, often red poppies, and other memorabilia. In 1967, the name was officially changed to Memorial Day, and in 1971, Memorial Day became a federal holiday, meaning schools, post offices, banks, and other businesses are closed. So, last Monday in May, right there, in this particular year, it was on the 27th. We have Monday, and this is the last Monday. So over here, we see the word memorial. It has these letters, M-E-N, M, the same as in remember and memory. So we can kind of see where memorial means remembering people who we've lost in war. And it also makes sense that some countries use the term Remembrance Day rather than Memorial Day. And right here is a red poppy. And it says it's a symbol of lives lost to war since World War I. And symbol is something that represents something else. For instance, if you see a bald eagle, you may think that, oh, that represents the United States. If you see an apple, you may think of a teacher. That's why it represents something. If you ever see a skull and crossbones, you're thinking, ooh, something's dangerous. And in this case, a red poppy represents people who have passed away in war. On Memorial Day, you can find people celebrating with food, family, and fun. Many cities have Memorial Day parades and/or other celebrations. Families may have cookouts with friends or go to the beach with friends and family. You may even get to see fireworks. You may have been to a Memorial Day parade. It might look a lot like this. And you'll see a lot here in the United States of red, white, and blue because that's what represents our country, the flag. Because of all these outdoor activities, many people consider Memorial Day weekend to be the unofficial start to summer, even though summer doesn't officially start until June 21st. So yeah, it kind of seems like summer's around the corner whenever Memorial Day gets here, because a lot of you do cookouts, you're outside, a lot of people are swimming in pools or they're going to the beach, and you kind of think of summer. The different Memorial Day celebrations can be a lot of fun, but we must always remember why we're able to celebrate in these ways. It's because of the brave soldiers who sacrificed their lives for us to live in a free country, a country that allows for us to live life the way we want to, rather than how we're told to. That's what being free is. Because of this, we should always take time on this special day to silently thank those who died for our freedoms. When passing by a flag flying at half-staff on Memorial Day, take a moment to recognize why it's at half-staff. And when you see a red poppy, acknowledge its beauty as a symbol of our freedom. There's that word symbol again, and red poppies. This right here is an example of a flag flying at half-staff. Whenever you see a flag flying at half-staff, that means the staff is the pole right here, and the flag is in the middle of it, so half of it. If you see a flag flying at half-staff, that means that someone, a nation, or just people in general are in mourning because someone has passed away or died. Mourning is when you're sad and you're thinking about someone who has died. So anytime you see a flag at half-staff, it's representing someone who has lost their life. We can and should celebrate Memorial Day in fun and exciting ways, as this right is a reason that soldiers fought for us in the first place. But we also can and should recognize why we get to celebrate in any manner we choose. It, too, is because those same soldiers fought and died for our freedom to do so. And here we have a soldier standing in front, saluting, that's with his hand right here, standing in front of the American flag. Do you have any plans for Memorial Day? You're going to cook out, go places, do things? You're off of school, I'm sure. Well, I thank you for reading this book with me. I hope you learned something about Memorial Day. And until next time, I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.